Hello everybody, this is Irvin Cascade, and welcome to Pokemon Yellow! Last time, we came here to Celadon City and did nothing but hassle a rocket! Yes, there are rockets here in Celadon City, and I have no idea what the hell they're here for. Why are you here? No, I know why they're here. I know all that stuff, but I don't really want to get into it right now. I kind of want to let things progress and you guys find out and me act like I don't know. Like, oh my god, how'd that happen? Dun dun dun. But I don't know. So yeah. How's everybody doing today? Good? That's good. Right here we got X accuracy. I never use this, so I'm gonna throw mine in here. Right now, I don't need the item finder, so because I know where everything is. So let's throw it away. Well, not throw it away. There's no way in hell I'm throwing that away. Pull out the rare candy, and yeah. Also, another thing that I'm going to do before we continue on, I'm going to use the HP ups that I had. Use one on Sparks. And use the other on Ragnarok because they are going to be in my party all throughout the game. Yes, I will never get rid of Sparks here, and Sparks is happy about it. She's jumping for joy. And I'll never get rid of Ragnarok because Ragnarok has one last evolved form, which makes it an unbelievable powerhouse. Yes. Now, we are here in the... well, I'll let her say it. Welcome to the Celadon department store! Woo! This board right here tells you about the store layout. The floor 1 is the service counter. Floor 2 is the trainer's market. Floor 3, the TV game shop. Floor 4 is the wise man gifts. And floor 5 is the drugstore, with the rooftop square being the vending machines. Usually there's vending machines on every floor, but I guess this game doesn't follow the normal rules. If you come here, I'm going to show you the layout of all the stores in depth. This first guy right here gives you TMs. Now, unlike all the other games, if you talk to him, if you click a TM, it doesn't say, well, this TM does this TM does that, this TM does this and that, and all of these things all together, yay! No, it actually just says, do you want to buy this, or do you want to buy that many, or whatever. Which is not really helpful unless you have a buttload of money, unless you're collecting all the TMs, which I'm doing, or unless you know what all the TMs are, which I know all the TMs by heart. This right here is more or less your normal store. It has your Paralyzed Heal, Awakening, Ice Heal, Burn Heal, Antidote, Super Repel, Revive, Super Potion, and Great Balls. Great Balls are much stronger than Pokeballs. Super Potion is much stronger than Potions. Revive, whenever you lose a Pokemon in battle, revives, bring them back from the dead. No, from their fainted state. And Super Repel is something that I never use. It repels all Pokemon for a certain amount of steps. And that's floor 2. Get out of my way, woman. Make me a sandwich. Or sandwich, or whatever you want to call it. This guy right here gives you the TM18. If you talk to him again, he tells you what it is. It is counter, not like the one he is leaning on. Ha 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 ha, you are funny. Not really. But I digress. Come over here, talk to this guy. He is your stone salesman. He gives you Pokédolls, which allows you to escape from battle. Firestone, Thunderstone, Waterstone, and Leafstone all give you the ability to evolve your Pokemon just like the Moonstone does. And there's one Pokemon that you cannot evolve no matter what, and that's Pikachu right here. You'll never see me evolve Pikachu simply because it is impossible to evolve your Pikachu. At least in this game. If you get Pikachu from Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Red, or anything else, you can evolve it, but you cannot evolve the main Pikachu of the game. Which does suck, because this Pikachu is the strongest Pikachu you can get. So as a Raichu, it would be a freaking powerhouse, but oh well. Right here is where you get your permanent upgrades for your Pokemon, giving you HP up, protein, iron, carbos, and calcium. Upgrading your HP, your max HP, your strength, your defense, your speed, and etc. This right here, this shop gives you your X accuracy, your X attack, X defend, X speed, X special, your dire hit, and guard spec, which I never use. Dire hit, if I'm not mistaken, makes your opponent attack you, which doesn't make any sense. I think it just wastes your turn. I don't remember, but I never use it. I know I used it once and it pissed me off because of what it did, but I don't remember what it did. This right here is your vending machines. As I told you before, it's kind of weird that they don't have vending machines on every floor, but I digress. And what I'm doing right now is getting a fresh water and a lemonade from the vending machine menu because of what we need to do next. And that next thing is head all the way back down here. Yeah, I'm not lazy, so I'm not taking the... Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about this. For those of you who want to be lazy, there's an elevator here. If you click this, it'll take you from floor 1 to floor 5 or any floor in between for free, and it doesn't take extra time to go up to extra floors. So yeah. I'm going to head down here, head up here, glare at the rocket, and head over to the left. The next thing that I'm going to do is head into this place. Is called the Celadon Mansion. Well, let's go. Celadon Mansion's Manager Suite. Manager Suite. Sweet. You talk to her, she tells you about her Pokemon giving her company and gives you a hint about Meowth, how Meowth brings her extra money, like brings money home for her. That is a hint towards Meowth's one-of-a-kind attack, Payday. If you come up here and get onto this computer, it works just like the computer in the Pokemon Center, allowing you to go on to all of your stuff and take a look at everything and so on and so forth. These guys right here, this is the Game Freak Development Room. These, if you remember from the very beginning of the game, the opening scene, it shows Game Freak. Game Freak is the group of people in charge of making Pokemon. This guy right here is the guy who wrote the story for Pokemon, and he's a womanizer, liking all the women in the game. Kind of weird, kind of creepy. This is the graphics artist. He drew all of this. And this is the programmer. Doesn't really give you any in-depth information about what he does. I think he programs stuff. Durr. This guy right here is the game designer. Supposedly, when you get all of your Pokemon, whenever you get all 150, or if I'm not mistaken, 151 Pokemon, then he gives you something. I do not remember what it is, though. I don't remember if he actually does. I just remember hearing about it. I've never gotten 100% on this game. Not that I remember. Not that I remember. Now, we're up here on the top floor, and for some reason, we cannot get back there. But if you notice, there's another set of staircases to the left. So, what we had to do is head to the right. While we're doing this, I'm going to start vlogging. How's everybody doing today? I'm good. Christmas is coming Christmas is coming soon. And, well, this is the back area. Allows you to head back up here. And guess where we get to go? Woo! Up here. To the I Know Everything building. Really? But yeah, Christmas is on its way. I am planning on... I got some extra money already from my aunt and uncle. And I was thinking of getting a capture card for Christmas. But I don't know. I think that's kind of a weird thing to get for myself. Well, not saying that I want someone else to get it for me, but I'm just saying, like, for Christmas, buying something for yourself for Christmas, it just feels kind of odd. But I digress. This guy knows everything in the world of Pokemon in my Game Boy. Although he only tells you to get together and trade with your friends, which is really bogus. And if you come up here and talk to them, the blackboard, it just gives you tips about the trading and battling your friends on the link cable. But if you talk to this ball, you get an Eevee! The only Pokemon that I will not nickname, simply because Eevee, unlike every other Pokemon, has more than one evolution. And you're probably saying, nuh-uh, Charmander and Bulbasaur and Squirtle have more than one evolution. Not what I meant. Eevee itself can evolve into 3 different Pokemon based upon the stones that you give it. Remember? I pointed out the stones. Firestone, Thunderstone, and Waterstone evolves Eevee into 3 different types of Pokemon. Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. Why am I going this way? Well, yeah, I know why I'm going this way. Being stupid. And depending on which one you use is what Pokemon you get in return. And I'm probably going to wait until Douche chooses what to evolve his Eevee into before I decide to evolve mine. But I digress. Right now we're in the game corner. And there's a rocket up there I'm going to avoid for right now, simply because I don't want anyone to look at me funny. But if you talk to any of these guys, they'll more or less tell you to go screw off and forget about going to that little game that they're using, because they're having fun with it. There's another rocket, like, looking off into the distance. Is the basement under the game corner? No, I didn't see anything. Go ahead, laugh. I'm flat busted. No more slots for me. I'm going straight. Here, I won't be needing this anymore. He gives you the coin case. Yes. I'm getting more and more energetic every time that I say one of those things, like coin case, TM24, TM50. I'm gonna be freaking out when I get TM50. But yeah, that being said, if you couldn't get what I meant by that, there's 50 TMs in the game. But yeah, I digress. If you talk to these people, they will also, when you have the coin case, some of them will give you coins. Some of them will give you extra information about the rockets being here. This guy right here is the guy who goes to your to the gyms and gives you information about all the gym leaders. He's here in the game corner wasting his money on slots. But I digress. Yet again. Because we're supposed to be talking to people and getting money! 20 coins. And this guy gives you 20 coins too. So you have a total of 50 coins for free. Come up to these two. Talk to her. She tells you about the place next door that you can get fabulous prizes for your coins. Talk to him. And he will give you 50 coins for 1,000 Poke Dollars. But I don't want to waste my money on that right now. The slot machine. Do you want to play? I will show you what this is like. I'm going to, depending on what you give. If you give it if you do the center line where the 7s are right there, you had to get those to line up. If you do the 2, the top, bottom, and center line, as long as they're lining up straight across, it'll still count for you. If you do all 3, as long as anything lines up and actually, as long as anything lines up in a certain way, like 3 Meowth heads, 3 3 Arbok, 3 Coughings, 3 bars, 3 of the cherries, 3 of the 7s, or whatever, lines up in any angle, you get a prize. I'm going to do a 3 just because I did not trust my luck. In order for you to play, you had to press the A button to stop it. I might get lucky and get a Meowth on my first try. Hell yeah, 15 coins. 15 for 3. I'll do a 3 again. Got a 7, Meowth, and a cherry. Oh, cherry. Ah, just missed it. Yeah. Over here is another slot machine. Do you have other games? Haha, reserved game. I thought there were more than one game on this one. Oh well. If you come over here, this is where that one chick was talking about that had the fabulous prizes. It has an Abra, a Vulpix, a Wigglytuff. So if you can't catch an Abra, you can come here and grab one. Vulpix is, if I'm not mistaken, the only way to get one of them in this game is by getting it from the game corner. Wigglytuff, if you have a Jigglypuff, just evolve it with Moonstone. Scyther and Pinsir are unbelievably hard to find, and they're only available in a certain place in the game, which I will tell you about when I get there. And Porygon can only be caught by coming to the game corner. Only be caught. And I will get a Porygon at some point in the game because I'm trying to make this a 100% run, or as close to one as I can get. These right here are your TMs, and as I told you before, TM50 is the last possible TM to obtain. In other words, there's TM 1 through 50, so you can get it before all the other ones, but I was just saying it's the last TM that you get. If that makes sense. It should not make sense. But I digress. I don't know. So, that one guy told me about the rockets having a secret place under the game corner. Do you know anything about this? guess not. No? Come play again. So I guess I had to talk to this rocket and figure out. I'm guarding this poster. Go away or else. Uh-oh, battle music. Time to fight over a poster. Yeah! The rocket wants to fight. And brings out Eradicate. Remember, Eradicate is one of the Pokemon that you want to take down as fast as you can before it gets to use Hyper Fang, because Hyper Fang will do a hell of a lot of damage to you. Unless you're much higher level than it, it'll do a hell of a lot. See, there it is. It'll do a hell of a lot of damage. And Eradicate goes down. Your best bet for this fight is to keep out Ragnarok. Yeah, I'll keep Ragnarok out. Fighting a Zubat. Zubat? Eat fire! Use Umbreon Zubat, and 2 shots from that should take it down. And there you go. Ragnarok evolves to... Well, Ragnarok levels up. It doesn't evolve yet, but he levels up. I'm trying to make sense. Our hideout must be discovered. I better tell the boss. So you're just going to leave the poster that you're guarding? Hey, wait a second. I'm not done talking to... What? Pikachu? Did you see where he went? Sparks? Sparks? Nah, screw it. What's so special about this poster anyway? Hey! There's a switch behind the poster. Let's press it. Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about that place. I guess that must be the Rocket's secret base. Ooh. The base that the guy was talking about, and that, the guy said it was in the basement. Ha ha ha, basement. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha, bad pun. Oh well. I'm gonna come up here, talk to Nurse Joy, heal my Pokemon. Doom 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 doom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now for this, I do recommend that you get a bunch of money. I've been tongue-tied this whole episode. Oh my gosh. I do recommend that you get a bunch of super potions. So I will get 10. I'll get 10 revives, simply because I do not trust myself, because I'm an idiot. Oh, I don't have enough room. Great. Oh, okay, I've got... I'll sell my nuggets. Now I want to sell both of them at once. Curse you. I'll shoot fireballs at you. Okay, I'll get 10 revives. And that should do it. I do not see you getting through this without using potions, or without having to leave and come back constantly. Unless you're grossly overleveled. But if you are, then that's just not right. But I digress. Everyone has their own different way of playing. Yours might be to be overleveled, but mine is not. So I guess we're gonna head in. Here we are, people. The rocket's secret base. Now you can dodge half of these rockets just by walking around and knowing where they're at. However, okay. Another thing that I forgot to point out, you need to have room for items, so I've got to go back anyway. Okay, there's items down there, there's enemies down there, of course, because there are rockets down there. It's just like when you went into Mount Moon. You got to fight a lot of rockets. But right now, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna put my old rod away. I'll have to come back and get it later. Actually, I don't really need it anymore. I already got a Magikarp bicycle. I'm putting it away. Keeping my rare candies. Putting away HM05 because it does absolutely nothing here. And my coin case. And my fresh water. Alright, so I should have enough room. If I don't have enough room, then curse you, rockets! I'll have to throw something away. I guess. I don't know. So now we finally officially go into the rocket secret base. Are y'all ready? Well, you had to wait for next time. No. I'm using that a little bit too often. Just too much. I should wait. Throw that at you a little bit more subtly. Got an escape rope. You'll need that for later. I'm gonna see if I can bypass. Okay, I can't go that way. So I can't bypass anyone right now. So, as always, I'm gonna fight every one of the rockets, just like I fight every other trainer, just to show you what you're supposed to do. Now, rockets usually have Eradicate or Poison type Pokemon. So if you have Ragnarok with Dig, or any other Pokemon with Dig, and if you have a Pokemon with any Psychic attack, chances are that you're going to win the fight real quick. Ow, douche. I'm gonna kill you. Missed me. Dig. And Eradicate goes down. Another Eradicate comes out. Okay. The only problem about using Dig is it wastes 2 turns, which means that if it uses Hyper Fang twice, it's going to hit me. And I'm going to take on a lot of damage. Crap, I shouldn't have said that. No, 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 no. Aww. Okay, so I guess I'm too high level for Hyper Fang to do much to me. Okay. Here I'm saying all this stuff about Hyper Fang does an unbelievable amount of damage, when this guy just... yeah, he got burnt. Plain and simple. I guess I'll fight this rocket too on this floor, just so that I can get them out of the way. Rocket number 2 has 2 Pokemon, of course. Ooh, it's a Drowsy. Okay. Don't have much to tell. Oh yeah. How did this bring it back? How did this make? What am I saying? How did this make me think about it? I remember my last episode, me saying that, that Psychic Pokemon are strong against Ghosts. Actually, that is not true. Psychic Pokemon are actually strong against Poison type Pokemon. And guess what Ghastly is? Yes, a Ghost Poison. so it works hand in hand. It's like a double kill. If that makes sense. Oh no. This right here's the door. You cannot go through the door yet, though. So we gotta head up here and go downstairs. I think, yep. You can dodge this guy pretty easily and then head up here. Go through this. And I'll throw you all the way over to the left. Then just go up, right, down, right, up, right, and you can get this item over here. A nugget. And that makes Pikachu happy! Woo, Pikachu! Happy, Pikachu, happy. Head over here. Grab a moonstone. Don't really need those right now. Why they make you spin, I don't know. I guess it just makes it so that you cannot move around in any direction. So now you want to head over here and head down. And then head down. Head over. Head right here. I don't know what's over there. I don't think anything is. So I'm just going to head this way. And now we are back over here next to a random door. Go into the door. It appears you need a key. This is the elevator. You'll need it later. But right now you can't use it. So, before we continue forward, I'm going to take on this next rocket to get him out of the way. Boss said you can see a ghost with a oscilloscope.